Good afternoon. This is it. This is the time, the day. This is the moment I introduce you to the new tent. I'm very excited about this. So I'm currently wandering across the, what will it be, the southwestern flanks of Rannoch Moor. What a place to test a 4-season tent. It's a bleak, unforgiving landscape. 20 to 30 mile an hour winds tonight. Miserable forecast. It's going to put it through its paces. And whether it goes well or whether it don't go so well, you're going to be with me. Just about everything I've got with me today is 4 seasons. It's a bleak old place. Lovely time of year. I think it's quite amazing how just over the space of a couple of weeks it goes from green to these lovely browns. I wanted to come and have a look down here for a long at the Rannoch Bridge now, not far from Loch Bar, which is where I want to go on the West Island Way. For you West Island Ways, you'll recognise this. Fantastic views. So I'm not far from where I want to be now, so my plan is to find somewhere around here to pitch. There's no ruin over there which I'm probably going to look at and see if that's decent. I'm going to have to cross this river at some point. I think there's another path just up here on the right. Okay, this is my camp spot. So there's like this old ruin here, just off the West Island Way. Views back over Rannoch Moor. I don't know if you can see that rainbow over there. So I might actually get pitched up before any rain comes, which is a bit of a blessing. Fantastic surroundings. Great colours again, so nasty. Little stream there as well, so I've got water, which is excellent, and then all the way around, back over Rannoch Moor. Right, let's get this tent pitched up. The Falraven Abisco 2 Light. So this is inside. You can see it's it's a big area. It's a little lower than the last tent, but again, you know, that gives it its ability to stand up to heavy winds. And then you've got this front vestibule, because this is a tunnel tent. It's just starting to rain now, so you can see that this offers good protection for cooking and that kind of thing. And then you've got this front vent again, which you can control from the inside, and this rear vent, which I need to tighten up, and again you can control from this side. But the beauty of this tent as well is that in summer all this area rolls up, as does the front. Basically, mainly it turns into sort of like a through tunnel tent with mesh ends on each side, which you can control with solid fabric or midge protection. So very versatile. You see, there's absolutely loads and loads of space. It's great. As you saw, it wasn't too difficult to put it up. What I did is I took some photographs of me setting it up in the garden with the various permutations. So I'll put them on the screen now. Like I said, the only thing that's going against it is the length. So you do need a, you know, it's not a through hikers or a backpackers tent. You know, I think a colleague of mine at work said it's like a base camp tent. You know, so if you went up into Kintail or something like that, and you were doing some of the mountains, it'd be a great base tent. A winter tent, you know, so if you were going to go and you know, one for 1 or 2 nights and that kind of thing, you can see it's nicely shaped. It's very strong, and again, you know, I suppose the qualities there that you're going to expect from somebody like Fjallraven. I like it. I mean, when I first put it up, my first instincts were I like it, but I am very much aware it is a big old footprint. But the test is, I mean, you know, what it stands like up in the winter. So wind and driving rain, warmth, that kind of stuff. But anyway, stay with me. You're going to see a lot more of it. I'll continue to give you my feelings about it as I get more used to it. Massive tent, just a smidge over 2 kilos, quite staggering. That doesn't include the footprint, by the way. The footprint's a little bit heavier. Right, next test. Let's have a lay down in it. So what do you think then? I mean, you've had a good look around it. I mean, it's standing up to the wind quite well. There's been some humongous gusts, and it's quite noisy, I guess. I suppose when it's solid walls and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be a little bit noisy and a bit rattly when the wind goes, but it's solid. I've just checked all the pegs and tightened a few guys. I moved the side guys a little bit because the wind's just turned a tad, but other than that, snug as a bug in a rug. Rain's here. Right, I've had my tea, I've just nipped out and checked all my pegs, everything's fine, so I'm going to settle down now, and it is getting up at 7 o'clock. I'm going to finish off my rouge, my cheeky little red number, and well, I'm going to have an early night, and I shall see you in the morning. I don't think there's anything going to trouble this tent. It's pretty solid. It's been very, very rough outside, as you've heard. So I think once I've had my red, I'm going to put my plugs in and dream about holidays. Good morning, how are you today? 7:20, so it's still very dark outside. I've been awake for about 20 minutes, so I'm just going to sort myself a coffee out or two and slowly pack up, and then I can be away for first light. So very blustery night. I mean, it never really gave up all night. Rain was on and off, but nothing like it was in the early evening last night. So sleep wasn't too bad really. It was a bit broken, but according to my sleepometer, I had 10 hours. I don't know how much of that was quality sleep or not, but there's not a drop of condensation in the tent this morning. I've had all the vents closed, so it's done okay, hasn't it? While that coffee's cooling, get everything popped away. I don't mind packing up in the morning. It only usually takes me sort of 20 minutes. Everything goes into either compression sacks or dry bags, so I find it quite easy. I've got a little bag for everything really. Right, that's me all packed up. You're gonna have to forgive me now because I've packed my microphone, I've left it in the tent, and that's in my bag and that's on my back, and I'm not unpacking that tent to get a microphone, so I'll do what I can on the way back. I've got about an hour's walk back to the car, back down that boggy path, which I'll set off now, and we can wrap this up on the way back. The trick is here is try to get back to the car with dry feet. Last night's rain's not made it any drier. It's a boggy old spot. Rannoch Moor. Oh, see what I mean? See what I mean? See what I mean? I'm going to end up on my bloody arse again, aren't I? I've decided it's not important to get back to the car with wet feet. It's more important to get back to the car without a wet bum. By gum, that were a boggy affair coming back through there. Anyway, I managed to stay on my feet, which is a bonus. So an excellent camp. The tent. Well, it felt very secure in those winds, and it really took a pounding, so very pleased with that. If I could have anything, I'd have a little bit more headroom in there, but I guess that's the way it's designed and to deal with the wind. The size of the tent versus the actual weight was quite incredible. I mean, it's a huge tent, and for something that's around about 2 kilograms, it's quite astonishing, but very pleased with it. I'm looking forward to getting it out again. By the time you see this, Mrs. Boardman and I will be on our holidays, so we both hope you enjoy it, and feel free to leave your comments on the Valraven Nabisco Light 2. See you again soon.